first carry here for Kene Nwangu. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Nwangu. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Rodgers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You got to go to the Tucker Bowl, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Was that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Slide in the pocket. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, they had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You got this.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
The 20.
Oh, boy, you ain't got
And
the
they
feet.
will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. First play's a run with Nwangu. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Murray off play action. And that is incomplete.
Oh, my. You know that that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third down, Murray flush to his right.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And the Packers pick it up.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
Touchdown!
Kene Nwangu.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Packers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Going deep for Hopkins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 24.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from the lead horse, that will help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
That's returnable now for Smith.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the give is Nwangu.
Room to run past midfield.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now a throw here to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. On the run is Nwangu. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Kene Nwangu. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are back within a score. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On play action, it's Murray. Rolling to his left. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
Murray sets to throw on 4th, eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Put to the punch out here, Alexander. And the Packers are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Moore now on the return.
And he returns this to the 22.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. 63 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Murray to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is Ertz with it, right side.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run right side with Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Moore now to return.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.